Hello and welcome to Walk the Talk. I am Shekhar Gupta at Chennai's Kalakshetra, as the sounds of music and the chirping of birds around me should tell you. But if I told you that my guest today is Uppalapu Srinivas, many of you might wonder who I am talking about. So let me introduce him to you by his popular name, Mandolin Srinivas. Welcome to Walk the Talk. What a privilege to have you on our show.
Pleasure is mine, sir. Thank you. Nice to see you.
Thank you very much. You know, the whole country knows you as a boy genius at the age of 9, your first concert at 10, and now a veteran and a guru at 35. Good old 35.
Thank you, sir.
What made you choose the mandolin? It was not a part of Carnatic Sangeet ever.
Because when I saw first my father teaching this instrument to his students, so the sound of this instrument really attracted me. So I decided, if at all I have learned, if at all I become a musician, I should learn only mandolin. So my father observed this and he taught me. He taught me the basic Sarli Varasai, Varnam, Kirtana. Then my father took me to Mr. Subbaraju sir, who was a vocal musician and a disciple of Chemmai Vaijanatha Bhagavatar. My father, and he used to sing. Whatever he sings, I used to reproduce on the mandolin because no one was there to teach me the fingering techniques and everything. So it was challenging for me. Later on, I also learned from Vasurao sir. He was a music director.
But Carnatic Sangeet is very traditional and people don't like to break rules or to make new rules. So nobody said, how can this young boy bring a new instrument into this? What do they think?
Yes, certainly some of them told me why you have chosen, so some of them discouraged me, why you have chosen this instrument since there are so many other traditional instruments. But from my childhood, I have always have a great confidence that anything can be played on this instrument. There is no, as far as I am concerned, we cannot say that it has got some limitations. Some people thought that there are some certain limitations in this instrument, but as far as I am concerned, we can play anything. The moment I started playing the classical ragas like Todi, Bhairavi, Sankarabharanam, Karahara Priya, then people slowly started accepting.
Can you do a classical composition on this?
Yeah.
Which one is this? Please tell us.
I'll play Raga Amsadvani. This was Raga Amsadvani.
And would you do a very traditional Tyagaraja composition?
I'll play Raga Todi, Tyagaraja's composition.
Right. Srinivas, I believe that not only have you made innovations in Carnatic Sangeet by bringing in this instrument, you've also made innovations in this instrument itself.
Yeah, basically mandolin has 8 strings, that is 4 pairs of strings. To play classical, Indian classical music, we require to play more gamakas. Gamakas means, these are we call gamakas.
Like deeper.
Deeper. So with the double strings, it's not possible. So I have removed. I used to play with 4 strings, single 4 strings. So my father told me to play with extra string, 1 more string. So I'm playing with 5 strings instead of 8 strings. I'm playing with 5 strings to play to suit for Carnatic classical music.
What other changes have you made in the instrument or through the instrument?
Other than changing the instruments, I have not done anything. I'm playing with electric mandolin.
Right.
Mandolin has got acoustic mandolin. The instrument which I am playing is electric mandolin.
Right.
That is the only modification I have done. Otherwise, everything is same.
And how did you get into the international circuit? Because you've made so much fame internationally, and now you are performing with James McLaughlin. At a very young age, you took on Miles Davis.
Yeah, and it's really a great honor for me to play with people like John McLaughlin and Ustad Zakir Senji, and I also played with Allah Rakha Saab. I played with Sultan Khan Saab. I played with Pandit Jasraj ji. I played with Hari Prasad Saurasa ji. I played with Shivakumar Sharma ji. So it's really a great honor for me to work with those people. I played with Michael Nyman also. I played with Michael Brook.
Will you give us a little slice of one of your more modern compositions? I know those are done with 20 people, but
yeah, it's normally it has to be played with a group, but
with several simultaneous
bandis.
Yes,
I play my composition Maya, which I composed for Shakti group.
Right. Shakti group is with McLaughlin and
remember Shakti.
Zakir Hussain Saab.
Yeah.
So what this is doing, I presume, is to win you fans outside the Carnatic music group.
Yeah. I'll come.
You know, for example, if you look around Kalakshetra, you find so many boys and girls here learning classical music. I'm sure you are an inspiration to all of them.
And my great ambition is I have already started an institution called
World of Music.
Srinivas Institute of World Music,
Right.
in which everybody can whatever instruments they want to learn.
Right.
Right now I have got more than 35 students who all plays mandolin.
So in your school, they don't have to be limited to traditional instruments. They can
learn any instrument they want.
Right.
So I have slowly I'm going to establish and teach as many as.
And I presume many of them are working on the mandolin now.
Yeah, right now many of them are working on mandolin. In future, anybody can learn any instrument.
Right. So you are not restricting them to traditional instruments because you did not restrict yourself.
Yeah, that is the main idea of starting the institution is anybody can learn whatever instrument they would like to learn.
But what is the idea? The idea is to expand the reach of music, and if so, why? Where is the need to bring in new instruments and
the idea of starting this institution is everybody. I want to popularize our Indian classical music throughout the world through mandolin and through my students and everything. So I want to do some small service, whatever best I can do.
Well, I think the best way to popularize Indian classical music is to have people like you performing at international level and with really the best people in the business. But tell me about your first big one, your Berlin concert. I think you were up against Miles Davis. Was it at a jazz festival? What happened?
Sir. In 1983, I was invited to play.
You were 13.
Yeah, I was 13. I was invited to play in International Jazz Festival. My concert was scheduled for 1 hour, in between two great groups like Miles Davis, like that. So after my concert was over, there was a big demand from audience. Once more, standing ovation.
Right.
So the promoter he decided immediately to have one more concert of mine for 1 hour, and which they telecasted live throughout Germany.
Right.
For which concert John McLaughlin saw me playing in that festival.
Oh, then.
TV. Yeah.
And that led to now you and he performing together.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm really.
So what is the high point of your career so far? Is it that jazz concert, or is it now performing with McLaughlin, or is it one of the concerts here?
Definitely. I never thought that I would join a Shakti group. It's like a dream. I used to listen to.
Isn't that one of your compositions also? Dream.
Dream. Yeah, that was my first fusion album with my Michael Brook.
Right.
So John McLaughlin also had that album, and he offered me whether I can join him in his group.
So tell me a little bit about the Shakti group.
Shakti group, it used to be a Shakti group in 70s.
Right.
With John McLaughlin, Ustad Zakir Senji, and L. Shankarji, and Viku Vinayakramji.
Right.
And now in 1999 they have started Remember Shakti.
Right.
And in which I have joined myself and Selva Ganesh, Zakir Senji, and John McLaughlin.
Right.
Recently Shankar Mahadevan also joined in this.
So what exactly are you doing now in the group?
We are
What do we expect from you now?
Each one has composed pieces for this group.
I see.
Shankar also composed, John G has composed, Zakir Bhai also composed a few pieces for this group. So it's really coming up very well.
Srinivas, you began performing at such a young age. That's the age where most people are, barely out of nursery school. You missed a lot of your formal schooling and a lot of your childhood.
In fact, I have not missed anything, because at age of 11 or 12, I visited Disneyland. I visited places like Universal Studios and all this thing.
Right.
If I were a regular student in schools and everything, I would have not visited these places.
Right.
So in that way, I think I have not missed anything.
No, exposure is one thing, but formal education?
I have done everything by correspondence course.
I see.
I have completed my BA by correspondence with very difficulty.
Well, that's better than many of our cricket stars, who would drop out and never go back.
What to do? We cannot do two things at a time.
Right.
So it took a very long time for me to finish my formal education.
Yeah. So, so much achievement at such a young age. What are you looking at now in future?
In future, I have, as I told you, I want to bring...
Apart from your school?
Apart from my school, I really want to play with the great maestros in the world. And I want to...
Such as
I want to do a new kind of things in music.
Musically. So who are the great maestros you want to play with?
As far as I'm concerned, everyone is great maestro. So in different parts of music.
But give me some names.
Some names.
Of people you would like to perform with now.
It's very difficult to name them, but really I want to work with so many great maestros. The reason, in one way I'm very lucky. From my childhood, I have been playing with the great maestros. In South Indian Carnatic classical music, if you take, I have been accompanied by great stalwarts like Valangaman Shanmugh Sundaram sir, Tanjavur Upendran, Sikli Bhaskaran, Vikku Vinayakaram sir, Hari Shankar, Mayalpuram Sivaraman sir, Velu Rambhadran sir, Palakkad Raghu sir, T.K. Murthy sir, so like that.
Right.
So, the reason why I'm able to manage in this music field, because I have got great experience because of them. Working with the great people.
Right. And who are your favorite musicians now, say in the Hindustani tradition in the north?
My favorite musicians from south, T.R. Mahalingam sir flute,
right.
T.N. Rajaratnam Pillai and Adaswaram, and Dr. M.S. Subbulakshmi Amma.
Right.
And Lalu Gudi sir.
Right.
And Pandit Ravi Shankar ji. And Ustad
and
Bishmullah Khan Sahab. And Bade Ghulam Ali Khan Sahab.
And cinema, do you listen to film music? Or you think that is...
to all kind of music.
That is not worth it?
No. We cannot say like that. I listen to all kinds of music. I'm a great fan of R.D. Burman ji.